Welcome to day 31 of my 31 Days of Halloween series. I want to say a huge thank you to Lindsay from Artsy Fartsy Mama for the awesome female Stay Puft Marshmallow costume idea. I will start with the easiest part of the costume first, the tutu. I like to use headbands as the waistband. The headbands have great shaping and can easily be reused. I use a large tube of tulle that was more than enough to make the skirt for my baby. Measure your tulle into strips twice the length of your desired skirt. For example, her tutu is 10 inches long, so I cut the tulle into 20-inch strips. The easiest way I found to do this is to place a piece on the table and then place the next piece on top. I can trim them to match and continue cutting. I usually cut about 20 to 30 pieces first and then cut more when needed. Add the tulle to the skirt by folding a strip of tulle in half. This creates a loop on one end and two loose tails on the other. Place the folded tulle strip within the spacing on the headband with a few inches of the loop sticking out. Tuck the tail ends inside and pull them through the loop, creating a tight knot. To add some color, I made a belt to go above the tutu. First, I measured her waist. I cut 2 pieces of blue fabric 3 inches wide and 33 inches long. That's 23 inches for her waist measurement plus 10 inches. Place the right sides together and sew a 1/4 inch seam, leaving a small opening. Use this opening to flip the band right side out and iron the seams. Top stitch around the entire belt to close it. I cut out the phrase "Stay Puft" from heat transfer vinyl using my Cricut cutting machine to place on the belt. I applied the vinyl to the belt and set it aside. To make the hat, you'll need a 4x2 foam disc, blue and red felt, white fabric, your glue gun, and some filler. Trace the disc onto blue felt and cut out 2 circles. Cut a strip of felt 2 inches tall and long enough to wrap around the side of the disc. Cut out a few 1-inch circles in blue and a 1-inch by 6-inch strip of red felt to place on top of the hat. On the white fabric, I used a skillet top and traced a 12-inch circle on the wrong side of the fabric. Turn the circle over on its right side and hand sew around the edge of the circle and pull the thread to create gathers. To help keep its shape, I stuff some poly-fil inside. Now tie several knots to keep everything together. Hot glue the felt circles on the top and bottom of the disc. I cut another Stay Puft phrase from heat transfer and applied it to the band. After the vinyl had been applied to the band, I used some hot glue to attach it to the disc. Take your red felt and glue it to the top of your hat. Now add your blue circles to the top. Add the entire puff to the top of the disc. You can glue on a headband or add a hair clip to complete the hat. Now I will make the collar. I place 2 pieces of fat quarter with the right sides together. Measure your child's chest to see how wide you want the collar to be. Now measure down from the shoulder to see how long you want it to be. She measured about 9 inches wide and 8 inches long. I doubled the measurement of the inches and cut out my rectangle 9 inches wide and 16 inches long. I used a mug to draw a circle in the center of the rectangle. With the fabric pen, cut a straight line to the circle and then cut out the entire circle. The cut line will be the back and the circle is the part that will go around the neck. For the red knot under the collar, I cut 2 3-inch wide strips of red fabric and sewed them right sides together. The length isn't as important, but mine was about 22 inches long. I created a pointed edge at one end. Make sure to leave a small opening so that you can turn them right side out and top stitch. Tie the strips together in a knot. Place the knotted strips in between the front side of the collar with the untied edges sticking out. Pin all the way around in place and sew around the entire collar, leaving an opening so you can flip it right side out. Once you flip the collar, if you're happy with the placement of the knot, you can cut off the excess pieces and seal the opening. If you need to adjust the knot, use a seam ripper to remove the seams and fix it before sealing the opening. At the beginning, I was going to use white bias tape, but I chose to iron on some white heat transfer vinyl to add some contrast and color to the collar. If keeping the back together becomes a problem, you can glue on some Velcro or add a snap as a closure. Here's a look at how the costume came together. You can pair it with a pair of white leggings and a long white sleeve shirt or short sleeve depending on the weather. Thanks for checking out this year's 31 Days of Halloween series, and make sure to like and subscribe.